What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Oh, we're excited to be on the podcast. We do the radio show, and now we do a podcast. And thank you for listening to this.
Yes.
It's extra content that you're not going to hear on the radio.
This is good stuff.
And you get some questions thrown at us, and we try and answer them sometimes off the top of the podcast. What do you got?
Brooke reached out, guys. I don't know how well she knows us here because she said, if you could be transported to any musical as the main character, which musical would you go to?
Well, Rush hates musicals so much.
Oh, I do too.
I hate musicals. A lot.
You guys hate them all?
I hate them all.
I'll answer for all of you.
Okay.
I saw Jersey Boys. That was a musical.
Oh, did
I'd be
you
a
like
Four
it?
Seasons. Yeah, I loved it. I thought
Oh,
it
you
was
did?
great. Yeah. I don't hate musicals.
Oh, you don't?
No, but I've seen a couple of them. I saw Cats on Broadway, and I liked that.
Okay.
Probably because it was on Broadway.
Yeah.
A Phantom I liked.
Okay.
I saw Jersey Boys. I've seen it twice.
Now,
and
do you
I
hate
liked it.
musicals that are movies?
Yeah,
maybe?
more
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so can
Yeah.
I choose a movie
Nope,
musical?
has to be nope.
Well, then
Well,
I-
I'm sure
actual-
most of them are.
They are
No,
based
Brooke
on
said
yes.
no.
No. I'm choosing based on a movie, and I want to be in Greece.
Well, yeah, Grease is a Broadway
that
musical.
counts, yeah.
All right,
So
I was thinking
Grease.
Grease too. I look really good in a tight white t-shirt.
Do you hang on, I want to be clear. Do you
Yeah.
mean Grease as well, or you want to be in Grease too? The follow-up, it was a terrible
Grease
movie.
as well.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible,
All right.
terrible movie.
Oh, what a bad sequel that
Yeah.
was.
Oh, so
man.
So
bad.
who are you going to be,
Oh,
Sandy?
Sandy, obviously, yeah.
I didn't think anybody otherwise. Although you may want to be a pink lady, but I guess not.
No, not a pink lady.
No?
No, I want to be Sandy. She's the
Okay.
best ever.
And who do you want to be?
Who do I want to be? in a
Taylor Swift and
musical?
Cats.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I still haven't seen Cats.
Me either.
You shouldn't. I don't think you should.
No, but isn't
was
it one of those ones that's so awful that it's good?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't even think that's the case. I think it's
No?
just so awful, it's awful.
But even just you're spotting celebrities, right? People that you wouldn't imagine
Maybe.
would be in a movie
Like,
like
I
that.
haven't seen the movie. I've seen the play, and I think I saw it. Maybe I saw it twice. Still have no idea what happens in the whole play. Like, I don't know the plot of it.
No.
And wasn't the big thing that Judi Dench wasn't?
Yeah,
that-
Judi Dench.
And then her butt was in it. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That was a whole
Oh.
controversy,
Oh,
wasn't it?
there was they took out like the buttholes, the cat buttholes.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Remember? That was the whole thing. They didn't have buttholes, but then they did in like the first trailer, I think, or something like
Yeah, they
that.
took them out. Yeah.
Very controversial. Imagine that board meeting.
Okay, I'll be a cat butthole in
Yeah.
Cats. That's what I want to be.
Is that it singing? Okay.
Okay, that's beautiful. Nailed
That's
it.
really good. Wow.
And here we go with the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, it's that time of the morning where we get to do.
Oh boy. Let's get to know the morning hot tub just a little bit better. Now it's time for POV of the TUB on the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I'm giddy this morning.
Yeah?
I don't know
I
what
need to know
it
what
is.
you're laughing at.
I don't even think he knows.
No, I do. It's Brady and I are having a text conversation here.
We can't play it on air.
Oh.
We can't.
Oh, that's
we can't.
too bad.
It'll be an off-air thing.
Okay.
We can't.
Right.
Brady's like, please don't, please don't,
No,
please
it's
don't.
Okay, so Beyonce, Beyonce's trying to promote her new hair care line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? And don't blame her. She wants to make a lot of money.
Sure.
And to prove that she's going to sell this thing, she's now posted a video of her wash day routine.
I like the name of the thing. I think it's sacred, but it's like
Yeah.
CE, like Beyonce, but it's called sacred. I think it's
good.
clever.
I never
It is
got
clever.
that.
Yeah.
And so that got the internet talking. They're very excited that Beyonce's sharing her daily routine and how she keeps herself beautiful and moisturized and hair's doing what it's doing and all that stuff,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
So we thought, what's a unique, unusual, or strange daily routine that any of us do or you've heard of that most people wouldn't know that you'd recommend?
Sure.
And so we'll go around the room and get
Yeah,
our
this is
POV.
great.
Yeah, none of us really have answers, but I think Mahler has
Yeah.
one. So
I think we're
let's-
all like beauty experts
Yeah.
in our
Yeah.
own
Well,
ways. You know,
I don't have everybody does this, I think, or a lot of people
Okay.
do. This is a true story, though.
Okay.
I swear to God, it happened just this weekend.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm very dry.
Okay.
On my knees, my elbow. I'm a
Yeah.
dry man.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that.
Okay.
So I thought, I've got to start moisturizing.
Sure.
Like, I
Good.
just got to.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Good first
But I
step.
never think of, and when I go to bed, I don't want to be all oily
No,
and
I
slippery
get
and
that,
all
yeah.
that.
Right.
So I thought, well, I'll just do it during the day while I'm working at my desk.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll have it there. So I have this. It's probably this big. It's got to be about, I don't know, like how
Do
big
you
is
think
that?
A liter?
Liter,
like
sure.
a big tub. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a coconut smelling thing
Yeah.
of moisturizer. So I put it at my desk. So I'd go, I better do my knees and elbows
Yeah.
and do that while I'm sitting there in shorts and a t-shirt, right? So honest to God, our internet's been going down a lot. And so we had the internet guy come by the house.
no.
Oh no.
You're all lubed up.
Oh man.
So he has to bring in a new modem.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm sitting in the other room.
How
with my
much?
wife.
How much is on you?
No, it's
no.
on me.
It's a bottle. Oh no.
It's a bottle of moisturizer by my computer. And I'm sitting in the other room and I turn to my wife and go, oh my God, the moisturizer.
And you've had a cold lately, and there's Kleenex.
Oh no.
So it's a giant. I mean, it's giant.
Oh, my
It looks
God.
like I have a fetish beyond a fetish.
And a very daily routine.
And I'm sure he's looking at me like, I bet you broke the internet.
Oh no.
Oh, that's very
how do I
funny.
come back from that?
You don't.
Oh, you
I don't.
You don't.
No.
So-
Because the thing is, you can't say anything because
can't-
then
I
you're
know,
being
right?
defensive about
Yeah.
it. You
You
can't.
can't acknowledge it.
So, but we had such a problem that so he was there Saturday and he was there on Sunday. So Saturday he's replacing the modem with this, and he had to come back. Well, sure enough, I moved that button out of there for
I think that's
Sunday.
even worse.
Is that
though, 'cause
better?
then
I don't know.
acknowledging that,
you
that it's
just-
weird.
And what also
Exactly.
looks like you got through the whole bottle.
No, it's like you're removing like the knife from the
no.
scene of the crime. Like,
You guys would have left the bottle
Yes,
there the
to
second
just
day.
show that it's just
Yeah,
always
that it's
there.
normal.
And then when he walked in, I would have been
Yeah.
moisturizing
yeah,
my
I
elbows.
think exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe you offer him a squirt.
Oh
No.
Do you have dry elbows like me?
breaks into an infomercial.
Molly, this makes the sound effect you asked for before the segment even funnier because the sound effect was the soap coming out of the thing, and it did not sound like soap coming out of a thing. I'll tell you that.
No.
Oh, so we're not playing? This is actually soap out of a dispenser, isn't it?
I can't play the audio.
Oh no? Why not?
But that's what it is. Play it one more time. So is my internet fixed?
Oh
It's
god.
literally called soap dispenser pump. That's the sound effect in our bank of sound effects. It's a soap dispenser
boy.
pump.
No, that's not it. Rename it.
I don't think we need to go around the room.
No,
I
I
think,
think
I think we'll
that's
just wrap
We're
it up
done.
there. I think
Oh, we're
Sometimes
done.
I don't wash my hair. All right, we're good.
yeah, there you go. All right, fine.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
What a POV
All right.
on the TV.
One of our best ones ever.
Wow.
Like all of ours would have been so lame.
Yeah.
Well, mine's lame too.
No, yours says no.
Soap dispenser pump sound effect. That's what it is.
Oh god. Oh, my face hurts.
That's like my Vietnam, the
That's
flashback.
so bad. This poor guy goes back to work after. You won't believe what I just saw.
I'll send you guys a photo of how big this bottle
Yeah.
is today.
No,
It's okay, man. We're good.
It's as big as my
I
water
want to
bottle.
see how big it is.
Thank you, Jenny.
That was great.
It's
That,
as big as my water bottle. I want to see how big it is.
yeah.
And then you should have played the sound effects.
Oh my god, everything hurts.
I'm dying.
that wrapped it up.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, so online over the last few days, you've been seeing the photos and the video. I think it's so cool. So Victoria Beckham had her birthday, her 50th birthday.
Yeah.
And so all 5 girls, all Spice Girls got together. Have you seen the video?
No, I
Oh, no,
haven't.
Jenny?
No.
Oh, can you send
It's
Jenny?
fun.
Brady,
Yeah.
can you send this to
I'm
me?
on it.
I can't believe you haven't seen it
No,
yet.
I didn't.
They're all dancing. David Beckham's recording it.
I feel as
Fun.
though Jenny should be able to Google it, but probably best
No,
to not
no.
trust her
Have
with
you
it.
met
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. So they're all together, and it's nice to see them together. They all look fantastic.
They do.
Yeah.
Somebody put together a collage from the 90s, the zeros, the 10s, and the 20s. They have not aged very
Oh,
much.
that's awesome.
No,
gotta
they all
hand it to
look
them.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting word about what happened at the party because everybody, it was strictly banned cell phones and everything else like that.
Right.
Nothing was to leak from this party.
Okay.
And they've done a good job up until now. We got this juicy piece of news. Do you see the video yet?
Yeah, I'm watching it now. That's so fun.
And they were singing their song
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
having fun
which is
there.
great.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so
It
fun.
genuinely looks like they're having a
yeah,
great
Yes.
time.
exactly.
All right, so get this. Tom Cruise was invited to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think famously, isn't Victoria Beckham a Scientologist?
No, that's false.
not?
No, that
Was
is
she
false. false info. No, I don't think so.
Oh, no?
I don't know how they're connected or why, but yeah, they're all just friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think he and David Beckham just good friends.
I don't know. I was trying to figure out the connection. Anyway,
Hey,
Yeah.
it is possible that he could have friends that aren't Scientologists.
Sure.
Even though I thought that was frowned upon, but
Not for him. He has special,
Okay, right.
yeah,
Yeah.
special
Right.
he
treatment.
runs the show over there.
Yeah,
you know
he
what I
really
mean?
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he talked to Zabelzorp and everything's fine.
that was
So-
what I said. It's fine. Yeah. And I'll be back. Whatever he said.
So anyway, so he's at this 50th birthday party, and he was apparently breakdancing like crazy.
Oh, really?
Tom
Really?
Cruise.
Yeah.
Why are you so turned
Well,
off
he
by
would
that?
make it about himself.
That's
but-
what he does, yes.
He
Yeah.
was dancing and having
Yeah.
fun.
But he was like on the floor and breakdancing?
Yeah.
That's so
Do
weird.
we have
Yeah.
video of this?
No,
Okay.
because it was strictly banned. You
Right.
could, so there's no actual proof of it, but that's what has leaked out. I
Right,
guess.
okay.
Yeah, he's got a bit of the Jimmy Fallon thing to him. He can't be in a situation
Yeah.
and have it be
Yeah.
about anybody
I
but himself.
disagree. Like
Yeah.
you don't hear anything about Tom Cruise outside of when he's promoting a movie.
Oh,
like,
unless you do a deep
ever.
dive.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't have his but I'm just saying
even
his-
the movies that he does, have a stunt person do it. Okay, you're on a wing. All right, Tom, we get it. You don't need to be on the wing of every plane. Just stop it.
Yeah, he does.
No, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
but no, but
That's
that's
his
his
gig.
thing.
That's his
job.
legacy,
That's
I
his thing.
guess.
It's
But
a,
that's
hey, look at
different.
me thing.
That's his actual like career. I get that, but like going to a party with a bunch of celebrities and being the one person to
and then
breakdance,
showing up somewhere. Look at me, and I'm my
But like-
helicopter and my
Yeah.
parent. Yeah,
Okay,
all
so
right.
it sounds like you guys have a hate on for Tom because
I
I'm
love
thinking if somebody else, your favorite movie of all time is
I
Cocktail.
know, and
Terrible
I have
film.
to like
And Top
separate
Gun.
the two, only because I
Gotta
did
see
a
that
deep
second
dive
one.
recently on what Tom Cruise is like outside of what we see.
Yeah.
And the stories are horrendous about the way he treats people.
Okay, well,
like
let's not go
just
down that path.
terrible. All I'm saying is that's why
Just
I
picture
have
him
I'm not sure.
breakdancing.
Yeah,
Did he
just-
bring his
And
own
I'm
piece
annoyed.
of cardboard?
right? Was he doing the worm? Was he like
Sit
doing
down
head
on the
spins?
ground,
Was
spinning
he like
around.
freeze?
Well-
Was he doing footwork?
We
Head spins.
we saw his dance moves in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
and as
never saw
Les
that.
Goodman or
Yeah.
what was his name? Les.
Lex.
No.
Yeah. It was Les Goodman, I think.
I'm thinking Len Goodman from Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Les Grossman.
There it is.
Les
now.
Grossman.
Okay.
Yeah. And he can dance.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure he can dance. He's
Yeah.
got rhythm, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Also, Jenny, how have you never seen Tropic Thunder?
I've never seen it.
Oh,
One
my
of
God.
like the best comedies of the
Well,
last 20 years.
You shouldn't say that publicly because it's just so not PC now.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't. Yeah.
It is.
I,
like,
yeah, but I think
I
it's,
agree with you.
It's so
but
like tongue in cheek.
I know, but there's
Yeah.
so
It's,
many.
it's
Yeah.
making fun of like that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
Well,
I mean, it's not great.
It's not. It's not.
I'm certainly not going to die on the Tropic
Yeah,
Thunder.
no.
Yeah,
Exactly, no.
Yeah, no.
Other people at the party, you should know this, Jenny. Gordon Ramsay was there because you guys are friends on X.
Absolutely, he follows
He
me
does,
on,
yes.
on
Yeah.
X. Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the party?
No, we haven't
No?
gotten there yet. because
Okay,
We're both very busy.
Have you
Yeah.
ever DM'd Gordon Ramsay?
I
Why
haven't.
don't
You should.
I don't want him to stop following me.
Yeah, fair.
But he shouldn't if you guys are friends.
Well, we're friends, you know. We just know.
Hey, Gordo.
Hey, Gordo, gee, what's up?
Salma Hayek was there. Eva Longoria. Oh, Rush. Jason Statham. You do a great Jason Statham impression.
Yeah, I do. Hey.
That was really good. That was really good.
Oh my God, you nailed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah.
There you go.
See,
Oh,
only
fun.
one of them was breakdancing, though.
Yeah.
And if I said out of all those people,
Yes.
who was the only one that was breakdancing, it's Tom Cruise
100%.
immediately
Well, okay,
because he's that guy.
Be objective here, guys. If
Yeah.
I told you that Matthew McConaughey was there and he was breakdancing, would you be as bugged?
No.
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 Okay. There you go.
No.
Why?
Because I think Matthew McConaughey is genuinely a really, really good human,
Okay, what
and he
if-
wouldn't be doing it for
what-
attention.
what
He'd
if,
be doing it
Tom
for fun.
Cruise is that look at me guy.
What,
Yeah.
what if Leo DiCaprio was breakdancing?
That
I'd
would
be
be
annoyed too.
Would you?
Yeah.
See, he's such a private guy. I would really think he was just genuinely having
yeah.
a good time,
I-
sort of out of his comfort
I
zone.
disagree. Sorry, I agree with you, Jenny.
Yeah.
I agree. Guys, I have breaking news.
What?
Oh.
Gordon Ramsay's no longer following Jenny.
Oh boy. Oh.
Shut up.
This is going to rock her
I'm sorry.
world.
Oh boy.
As far as I can see here. I mean, you could prove me wrong, but
No,
I'm
it
looking
says
at
you
your...
follow each other. Yeah, it says follows you on mine.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at your verified followers, and he's not there.
He's on mine.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
sorry.
Okay.
Brady, don't you
Have
take
you
this
been
away from
followed
me.
by a fake Gordon Ramsay all
No,
this time?
he's got a check mark.
Yeah, but anybody can buy a check mark now.
7.6 million followers.
Yeah,
It's definitely
that's
him.
me.
Oh, it is you. Why would you do that to me? You
would
worked
be-
so hard to
That
do.
would
I
be
have-
very funny if it was a fake Gordon Ramsay that followed you
the
all
whole
the time.
time.
No, he follows me.
Okay,
Mhm.
he's not on your verified followers, but I'll take your word for it. That's good. That's good.
He only follows 32,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, for me, that's pretty good.
That
I'll
is pretty
take
good,
it,
yeah.
You know?
We
And
should
Ellen
make a big
follows me,
deal
too.
one day, and you should private message him and
Yeah.
see what happens.
I think you should definitely do that.
Yeah.
We should do it now.
No, what would I say? I need to think about what I'd say. Also, Ellen follows me, and she only follows 25,000.
Oh, why don't you message Gordon Ramsay and say, did you recently see Tom Cruise breakdancing?
That's a good idea.
That's a good one. Yeah, that'll be fine. He'll definitely respond to that.
I can, of all the things, that's my intro line to Gordon
Yeah.
Ramsay.
Yeah.
No.
No, I think that's a good one.
I'm just going to start with, I love your recipes.
No! He's not going to respond
No,
to
you
that.
can do that. I love your recipes. By the way, did you recently see Tom Cruise breakdancing?
Such a weird first
Thinking of
message.
you, Jenny.
I think you have to open it with like a hey bud or like hey pal, because you guys are friends.
You should pretend like you were at that party.
Yeah.
You should say,
Gordon,
what was
great
the
seeing
deal
you."
with
Yeah.
Tom? What was the deal with Cruise breakdancing the other night?
Oh, guys,
Yeah, and
he's going to see
just call
right
him
through
Cruise,
me.
yeah.
I am not doing anything to jeopardize
Yeah.
the follow.
No, I think you have to say, Gordon, it was great to finally meet you in person. By the way, what was up with Tom breakdancing?
No, I think she's got to pretend like she knows
act
Gordon.
as though, you got to act
Yeah.
as though you've been there before. Like
Okay.
you and him are buddies.
Yeah.
You're maybe you've hung out with him at some of his restaurants.
You have to say, like, the food the other night was subpar. And what did you think of Cruise breakdancing? Talk to you soon,
Talk
Gordo.
to you soon, G. No, I think really if you go to
Gee,
I think that's good.
I do too.
I think if you go to my profile and he goes, who is this person? And it says where I'm from
Yeah.
and what I do, he's gonna
No, he's going to be like,
fine.
oh yeah, she's probably one of the many
Yeah.
media people that
Yes.
I've met in my career. Yeah.
And my last tweet is the juice is loose and oh my god, I am so excited. It's a Beetlejuice 2 trailer.
It's perfect. He probably loves Beetlejuice.
Did he happen to like that? He might have, maybe he did. Did he-
The juice is loose.
Okay, Jenny, I'm writing you a post. You're going to send it to him, okay?
Oh, I don't know that but Brady.
I think it's best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still am confused as to why Brady doesn't see that he follows you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
that is
It's
weird.
It's very strange. Okay, so far I have Gordo! Exclamation mark.
Yeah, that's
No,
good.
I'm not
That's a
doing
good
it.
start.
It was great seeing you again at the Beckham party last weekend.
Yeah.
Food was just all right, but whatevs. BT Dubs, what was up with Tom Cruise breakdancing? Question
No,
mark.
just Cruise.
What
just
was up
Cruise,
with
yeah.
Cruise?
Yeah.
What was up
Right.
with Cruise
Breakdancing.
breakdancing?
And then, am I right? All one word.
Am I right?
Or how about Read the Room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Read
Am
the
I
room,
right?
Tom. Read the room.
And then I'm not doing this.
Am I right?
I think it's good.
Anyway, chat soon. TTYL. XOXO.
J-Dog.
TTYL.
Yeah.
J-Dog. All right, I'm emailing this to you. You have to send it to
I
him.
have not sent it
I
to
think
him.
it's great.
I'm not jeopardizing the follow.
P.S. Have you watched the Beetlejuice trailer?
The juice is loose, Gordo.
I think it's great.
Done.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Oh, Jenny's going to like this story a
God.
lot.
Okay.
Emma Roberts, who is Julia Roberts' niece.
Yes.
And I mean, she's been in a ton of movies,
Yes.
a ton of TV shows. She's one of the main stars of American Horror Story, which, by the way, I regret that I never got into.
Me too. I
Yeah.
watched the first season.
You did, eh?
Yeah, and it was
Every
good.
season's different, though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it always gets good reviews.
Yeah.
Is it always paranormal stuff?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Horror,
it's horror-ish,
paranormal.
yeah.
Yeah, they've
Okay.
done 12 seasons.
Yeah.
If you can believe
Crazy.
that.
Yeah, and it's still going. And so she's on the current season. And she told everybody now, I guess she decorates her house like a cabinet of curiosities.
Ooh.
What does that mean? She has a doll wall in her office.
Nope.
Nope.
Don't like that.
No,
and
no.
she keeps all the dolls out of the boxes.
Of course.
Oh.
Emma Roberts says, quote, Jenny, listen to this, how
Okay.
freaky this is. I'm madly obsessed with them. I love them. I do love them all. I hope every night that they'll come wake me up.
Oh,
it would be
God.
so thrilling.
No.
Oh, God.
That's a weird thing to
I
say.
find
Oh, I
that-
hate this.
Oh yeah, no. We have the death doll at our place that's missing a limb, and the eyes like flicker.
Yeah.
And the hair is so ratty. and
So tell the listeners
Yeah.
who haven't heard this before, you and Derek have a doll,
yeah,
like an actual
it's
doll.
the death doll we call it because it really looks dead and it's so raggedy and stained and it's just terrible.
Yeah.
And so what we do I don't know, it depends on how hard we hide it, but we hide it on each other.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I feel.
You feel what?
Oh, it's D'Amica.
Now, we have our own doll here.
We do.
D'Amica is.
the death
Some would
doll.
say she looks like a Christmas doll with
Yeah.
the red and white.
Yeah.
But she lights up and
She's
she,
quite
I
lovely.
knew I felt something
wonderful.
behind me. And then there was D'Amica.
She came in
Yeah.
here on her own.
Yeah.
She just hopped in.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Say hello to D'Amica.
Hi, D'Amica. At least she's not plugged in. Because her head moves back and forth and the candle she's holding lights up. It's so creepy.
Why don't you
She's
look
very
at her
pretty.
right in the eye, though? You always
I
say
don't
good
like
morning,
to.
then you don't look at her in the
I know.
eye.
Ah! Brady's plugging her in.
And Brady's plugging her
Scared
in.
me. Oh, D'Amica doesn't work.
Don't
Oh,
get-
no.
Oh, she's
Jenny, what
gone
if-
to the other side.
Is that good or bad?
Well, we don't know which side.
Is she
Oh,
not working,
D'Amica's
Brady?
dead.
No.
Oh,
What?
you know what? No, it might be that plug because the heater wasn't working either.
Yes,
Yeah, we
I'm
might
sure
have.
we did.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
shame.
Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, rest in peace, D'Amica.
There you go.
Thanks, Brady.
Oh, my God.
She just freaks me out. But anyway, we have this.
We have to get
doll.
engineering on this
do.
immediately.
I wonder if we just
Explain
shorted
why.
out that plug or half the building.
Oh, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, we did short a bunch of stuff.
We did.
Yeah, because other people were complaining that something got shorted. We had a lot of heaters going this morning.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's D'Amica.
Do you want to give her a hug
No.
before we finish the
It
segment?
really makes me
A little
uncomfortable.
kiss on the cheek?
No.
Why not give her a hug?
I'll
guys
give you a
do this
toonie if you
every
kiss her
time.
on the cheek.
Oh.
Toonie?
A toonie.
I'll pay for my coffee tomorrow. I don't want to.
Just a little
All right.
kiss.
More
Two
just because I feel
toonies.
like an idiot. All right, I'll do it.
Give her a nice kiss.
Such an idiot.
You got to say, D'Amica, do you mind if I give you a little kiss
Yeah,
on the cheek?
consent
I
is
wanna talk
important.
to her. D'Amica, do you mind if I give you a kiss on the cheek?
She says that's fine.
Yeah.
What am I doing for $4?
Can you isolate that clip?
Yeah, I added that. That's really good.
Yeah, no, we are going to hang on to that
Yeah,
one. for
I like
sure.
that a lot. Yeah.
What aren't you doing for $4? That's the question.
Yeah.
Oh, you're really going to make me do it.
Yeah. That's nice.
Good.
I should have got a picture.
You really should have. Yeah.
I'll do it
wow.
again for another $4.
Keep isolating the clip.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
I have a new computer.
Yeah.
And so I'm setting things. It's taking forever to set everything up.
You think everything's done, and
Yeah.
then something looks
Yeah.
wrong. And you've got to go back
Or
and
you
do
click
something
on something
else
that you
and
normally
else.
click on.
Yeah.
It's like put in your password. You're like, oh.
And the engineer said, "Oh, you know all your passwords, everything." I said, "I have no idea."
You don't.
Everybody's been locked in for so long, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to go through all
A
that.
whole lot
stuff,
of
so.
forget password. You have
Oh,
to
big
click on.
time, yeah. But once it is set up, oh my God, it's going to feel so good.
I said it-
Like so
Right?
fast, you know?
How are your passwords, Brady?
Oh, God.
Oh, we can't even talk about it on the air.
Well, we sort of can.
Sort of
So
can.
when Brady is away, which is about 3 or 4 weeks of the year, Rush, you'll go in his studio and do some stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, I use his profile because he's got a bunch of pages and stuff saved on it, so that's easier. And while he was gone, his profile password expired, and in order to keep his all his stuff safe, because you don't want hackers to get in.
No.
Right.
I changed your password to something that was, well, very, very difficult.
Wait,
for
very
anybody
lengthy.
to hack. Yeah.
So it's a specific silly named body part twice. And then 2 numbers that are very funny twice. But then here's the thing, he did that about 3 months ago, and then 2 months later,
It happened again.
it happened again. I was
and
sick.
I got to witness it. I was so excited.
And then he added 2 more of the really funny numbers. And so now it's so long. And every morning I mess up at least once. Because it's in those random capitals. It's it is excruciating.
Yeah.
But I can't. I could change it, but I can't. I have to wait until
It just seems to me that your password comes up more often than mine does. It's weird how many times your
every
password
time I
pops
open
up.
my email, it makes me do it. I think it's because I use so many different computers. It's a mess.
No, but that's the thing. I think it's every 3 months you have to change your passwords.
2 months.
Is it 2 months?
2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
So what are the odds that every time you're the one on my thing?
maybe take less time off.
No.
No, the second time it was amazing because I needed Rush to get on your computer to get me something.
Right.
And so I was in your studio and I asked him, and then he goes, "Well, would you look at that? Brady's password needs to be updated." I was like,
my
"This is
God.
amazing."
It's just so
Well,
lengthy.
I don't want to say it's karma, Brady Jones, but you did e-transfer me something from our promotions department,
true,
a
yeah.
payback. And the question you asked me on my banking to get my money was what again?
Solve for X, and it was an equation. But that's good. You figured it out. I was very
so
impressed when
good.
I got
That's awesome.
the email a couple hours later saying that you cracked the case.
Oh, for X.
My office is like a beautiful mind. X is 2, and then I take away the 6, and you were very cruel on that
so
Thank
one.
you.
good.
Thank you. That was, you
Like
can,
when Rush tries to screw me over with a banking thing,
Yeah.
it's usually a question that I can, kind of figure.
Yeah.
Yours was hard.
yeah, I didn't want it to be Googleable. So
Right.
I
Right.
needed to be math.
That is the new challenge, yes.
Right.
And then I'm an 8-year-old with all of mine. Mine is always, I like big blank and I cannot
Oh
lie.
my God.
I'd rather have
Like,
that.
right, but
I just want my $33. That's all I almost gave up $33.
It's not worth it.
I would have been so happy if it came back and said, permission denied.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Brady might want to try to beat this guy's record tonight.
Oh, Brady.
Yeah, you
What's
got
going
this.
on?
You
Okay.
got this. A 69-year-old man in Australia named David Clarkson just broke a world record by hitting 120 different bars in a single day.
Okay.
The
Easy.
previous record, I feel like we talked about the
Yeah.
previous record where the guy hit 99 bars.
Right.
He
yes,
started
yes.
at a hotel bar in Sydney and spent the next 24 hours walking around to 119 more bars around the city. The rule said he had to order a drink at each place and consume at least 125 milliliters of each one. That's just over 4 ounces or about a third of a beer. The rules didn't say the drinks had to be alcoholic, though, so I'm guessing and hoping
Ah, a lot
he
of
mixed
water.
in plenty of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 ounces, how many places?
At
125.
125. No, 125 milliliters of
That was 125 bars.
119 bars.
119
yeah.
bars. Okay, so that's
no.
476
Sorry.
ounces of
120
alcohol
different
that you have
bars.
to have. Oh, God, Jenny,
Hang
what's going on?
120 bars.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, in 24 hours.
Yeah.
All right. So if he had had a third of a beer at
Have you
each
been
place.
to all these bars? Are you drunk right now?
Yeah, were
Is
you
that what's
with
happening?
him?
Have you heard me this morning? If he'd had a third of a beer at each place, he would have taken down 40 in a single day. Yeah, he looks like he did order a beer at plenty of them, though, and he finished with a full pint.
Now, the part of the problem, where is this? Did it say?
In Australia.
Okay, because I was going to say,
Sydney.
They have
even
to be really near each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I don't even know. Do we have 120 bars even in this area?
I don't even
mean,
think, does it need to be a bar? It could be a restaurant, could be like a takeout
well,
place
I don't
that
know.
serves
I'm only
booze.
going by
Yeah.
what they
Right.
said.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah, I think it's just anywhere that serves
I mean,
alcohol.
yeah,
right?
we do. Yeah, we do. It's
But
just
you need to be in an area
You've
that's
got to be very close.
exactly.
Yeah.
It has to be dense enough, or you
Yeah.
need someone who's going to be driving you everywhere. But you don't want to lose time in the car, right? It
Right.
has to be like a like a New York City or something where you can really hit it,
Yeah.
which I assume Sydney would have a lot
So
of
he
bars.
did it in 24 hours. So how many bars is that an hour?
For
120 and
So
24
that's like
is what?
4. Like 4, 5? 5 bars an hour?
5 bars an hour.
5 bars an
Okay.
hour,
Yeah.
So that's doable.
Yeah.
No, it
definitely
does.
doable.
You're spending more than you're talking, what,
20
12
minutes?
or-
Or whatever it is.
But then our bars, they're open at like
Yes.
7 a.m.
I hate
You know what I
That's
mean?
But that's also like non-stop.
Yeah.
Like I know you're saying it's doable,
Yeah.
yes, but you're not stopping for
You
24
really tired,
hours.
yeah.
I could probably do 10 bars in an hour and make up some time and finish
I don't know
early.
if you could, though. You have to go, you have to order, you have to drink,
Yeah,
and
but
then you have
I mean,
to pay your
peop-
bill.
I'm sure people are going and say, okay, he's coming in, and
Right.
then people are working
Be
ahead
ready.
for him and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh.
And
So you're saying there's people working as hard as he is over
sure.
the 24
I'm
hours?
Oh,
sure
there
there
has
are.
to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
They
It
set
has
a
to have
record, so
helpers.
they're doing this. So it's set up so
Yeah.
this way he could probably knock back, in 10 minutes, maybe do 20 bars.
Yeah. Oh God. You know those nights where no, you guys don't. But sometimes there's nights or mornings where you wake up and you look at your credit card statement and you're like, oh no, what did I do last night? Like, why did I buy?
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
A round of 8 Jaeger bombs at 2:30 in the morning. Why did I do that?
I've never
But
done that.
Imagine this guy the next day looking at his credit card statement.
Now,
120 different bars.
because of it's such a big deal, and in this area, maybe everybody comped him.
Yeah, I'm sure
You know
that's
what I mean?
yes. Yeah, I'm sure that was part of
That's
the
what
deal.
you should do. You should say you're going for a
great
world
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
Just keep trying to beat world records, Brady.
I feel like if I just need a bib, like one of those like a racing bib with the Guinness World Record logo on there.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Brady had to go to 120 bars
Yeah.
in 24 hours,
Yeah.
and he wanted to save some money on the wallet, if every place he went into and you dropped "I'm Brady Jones," how many free drinks would he get out of that?
Out of 125.
Yeah, 120.
120. Why can't I get the number right now?
Maybe 2.
No, I think, you know what? I think you do pretty well.
I think maybe half.
Yeah, I think at least half.
Yeah.
When was the
Maybe.
last
Thanks,
time
guys.
you've dropped "I'm Brady Jones"?
Never. I
Oh.
could never.
Never?
But
What-
my
no.
friends will.
Yeah. After you say, listen,
Yeah.
you need to tell them that I'm Brady Jones.
Actually,
and then
I
they go
saw
and do
a
it.
comment. It might have been on Twitter or something else. So one time years ago, I was out with friends and they kept yelling, "Brady Jones, is that you?" Like at the bar, right?
Yeah.
And they did it one time, and I just gave them like a dirty look, right? And then someone years later posted on, it might have been on Twitter or something, and was like, "Brady looks like a jerk." I saw someone like a fan yell his name one time, and he gave them a dirty look.
That's great.
Oh,
It's
no.
my stupid friends.
Aw.
It's not. It's
Did
not
you
a
say
listener.
that? Did
no,
you,
I'm not going to comment on it. It's just going to make it more of a thing.
Yeah. That's funny.
You are rude to listeners
are.
in
Yeah,
public.
very rude.
That is just your thing.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Brady's the nicest guy no matter what.
That is a great bit from your buddies, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's
so
the
good.
worst. It's the worst.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
So these last couple days, whether you're talking about the solar eclipse, and Brady mentioned the cicadas.
Oh, yeah.
Cicadas.
Cicadas.
However you want to say them, are going to be swarming the U.S. This summer.
I
and-
hear, though, every year the cicadas come out, and every year they're saying this is the first time in 200 years, and that happens like every
I
year.
don't hear it every
Yeah.
year, though.
Well, I hear that they're going to be a lot every year,
Yeah.
but this is the first time that there's two
There's
broods
two-
like
mixing
meshing.
and stuff. There's going to be a lot of cicadas out.
And then you
And
go
they make
back.
noise.
You go back a few days, and 42 million people felt an earthquake that hit mainly New York City. That was on Friday, I think.
Yep.
So 33-year-old Justin Allen, who lives in Pennsylvania, just
Yeah.
outside Philly, it's about 40 miles from the epicenter in New Jersey, where a lot of this went down as well. Poor guy.
What's
And
going on?
Rush and I can relate to this.
Uh-oh.
He happened to be in the middle of a vasectomy when it hit. Yeah.
Hey.
He was halfway through the 20-minute surgery when the whole room started to shake.
That's not good.
God.
No.
He was awake for the procedure, like we are,
Yep,
right?
yep.
We're normally awake for that. He thought maybe a train went by until his doctor said, "Is that an earthquake?" And Justin thought he was joking at first, just to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
So, did it affect the procedure at all? That's what people want to know, and Justin wants to know. Did it
Yes.
affect anything?
I'm sure he's curious.
Well, it looks like Justin might never have kids again because the surgery was a success.
Okay, that's good.
They got back to it a few minutes later, and everything went fine. He's already got 2 kids, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what you want to have happen when you're in that position.
Oh, my God.
no.
any
You don't
surgery,
want the
anything
room
like
to
that.
start shaking.
Oh.
He tweeted about it as soon as they gave him his phone back. In all caps, he wrote, "An effing earthquake happened in the middle of my vasectomy." He got a lot of retweets, and a lot of comments.
It's very funny.
And he said that the surgeon and everyone else in the room agreed that they'd never forget where they were when the earthquake
Absolutely.
hit.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh my
But
God,
but
no
that
kidding.
can't be the first vasectomy to happen during an earthquake.
No, but I'm sure it's not a regular thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure to that guy and that doctor probably the first time.
Oh God, that's
There's not a lot of
terrifying.
earthquakes in that area. So.
And there is aftershocks usually with an
Yeah.
earthquake. I don't know if I would have continued the procedure. I would have been very scared.
So is it a very, very, very quick thing? Like or it's 20 minutes?
It's 20 minutes
Yeah.
from beginning to end.
From beginning to end, but that's including all the prep stuff. The
Okay.
actual
Yeah.
vasectomy itself doesn't take very long.
Okay.
Well, how long did it take you?
I don't
Like
know.
5 minutes?
If that, not even.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's quick.
You don't really even know what's happening.
No.
I am so excited for a vasectomy. Like, way too excited.
Okay.
Yeah. For someone who
Why?
doesn't have any kids, because it's like you did it. It's like you did it. You
What
went.
does that
You had your
mean?
children,
Uh-huh.
and now you know that for a fact you're never going to have another one again. If
it's
everything
almost
is good.
100%, we
Sure.
should say.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
but
That's right.
like, wow, what a feeling that's got to be. That now you never have to worry about that again. That is,
I mean,
that's
sure,
a
yeah,
constant
yeah.
concern. Let's be honest. For a lot of time, if you're, adolescent life,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
in your 20s and
Yeah.
30s
Sure.
or whatever.
Then you don't have to think about it anymore.
Now
Yes.
you don't have to. That's like something, a
I
weight off
can't
your
believe
shoulders.
how excited you
I
are.
am
very excited.
Truly, this is. I don't know if I'm more excited for anything else, to be honest.
What about kids?
Oh yeah, the kid part is cool too.
Sure,
but the
but the
vasectomy,
vasectomy, that's the big
I
thing,
mean,
yeah.
that's a date I got circled on my calendar. Let me tell you, I am excited for that day. It's gonna be a great day.
Yeah?
I might throw a party.
Okay. Would you like Rush and I to go with you and be in the room?
Sure.
To record just your face reaction to everything that's
No, I
going
want
on?
you guys to throw me a party. I want to go right
Oh,
from there.
Yeah, the party.
To party.
Sure, yeah. We'll go to the party. I don't
Yeah.
need to go to your vasectomy.
Now I kind of want to make you go to the vasectomy
You
as
want
well.
to cover it for the show.
Yeah.
Not really. No.
No?
No, you can go. If you want to, you can go to Brady's vasectomy with him.
You're not going to go.
No. There's some things that
You're
I think a man
curious to
should do
watch
by
it?
himself.
Yeah.
No, actually, before, I watched the procedure the night before on YouTube. I watched one of those
but
to
now
see
you
what
get
it
to
was
watch,
like.
my
I don't need to
vasectomy.
watch yours. No.
Oh, I think you knew. For the show. Our motto, Rush, anything for the show.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
Well, isn't he doing that? I mean, if he's, I guess no. Brady's doing it for himself. He's
Right.
very
Oh, I'm very
excited.
much
He's very
doing it for
excited,
myself.
yeah.
Absolutely. I can't
In
wait.
fact, I think Jenny would come too.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, let's make it just a big day.
Yeah, I don't really know a lot about this surgery.
Well, I mean,
so
if
I don't know
everybody's going, sure, I guess I'll go.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And then I like the idea of you guys each having, the things that you like the party. Yeah,
Those
but
things?
one of the ones that unfurls,
Yes.
furls,
Uh-huh.
and then the second, like the snip is done.
Yeah.
That's when all three of you go.
Yeah.
So I know it's done, and then it's party time, baby.
Yeah.
You're talking a big game right now. When you're lying on that table, I don't care who you are. It's a little nerve-wracking.
It is a
Oh,
little
I'm
bit-
sure.
Yeah, you're in a very odd position.
Yeah.
With,
But
with
you know
the-
what'll make me more comfortable is my three pals there with me
Well, I don't know.
with party hats.
Could you imagine? Because the thing is, we're going to try and make you laugh, and Jenny's going to be laughing up a storm. You can't be giggling and shaking while this
okay.
is happening.
I'll be fine, guys. I really can't stress enough how excited I am for this.
Oh, I
This
can
is-
tell. I can see it. Yeah.
This is going to be a big.
But just for
big
the
day.
listener, this will not happen for at least 10, 15 years.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, 10 years. Right?
10 years?
Yeah, 10 years seems right.
Okay.
Pop out a couple kids.
Yeah.
Make sure they're both healthy.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. So 2 kids is the goal.
Two kids is the goal.
Okay.
And then like literally, second one comes out.
Let's
Healthy?
you'll stay in the hospital.
Exactly.
Where do I turn right? Let's
yeah,
do this.
like
Okay.
100%.
Like Sarah Blanche is in the hospital,
Yep.
nursing the baby, and you're down the hall.
Sorry,
getting
babe,
the
gotta
snap.
go.
Yeah.
I got an appointment.
And that's why Rush, Mahler, and Jenny are in party hats.
Yes, that's right.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I just take her cup of ice cubes and I just keep it with me
yeah.
and then same ice cubes. Right?
It's a good deal.
Honestly, I'm
Yeah.
surprised hospitals don't offer this as a package.
Well,
That's true.
Right? Get it all over with.
All
Same
at the
day.
same
Done.
time.
What a
Yeah.
celebration.
Right.
We had a baby. Oh, and more importantly, I got a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're partying.
that's right. I don't
Some
know
would
that I
say-
would use the term "and more importantly," but that's all right.
Well,
But some
why?
would say, like after the second baby, you might not be 100% that you're done then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you might be in a zone
That's
where
fair.
you want another
Yeah,
child.
or some, different folks, different strokes. We're quite confident we want to. That's
Okay.
it.
You
right?
never, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but you never know.
Yeah.
But still, I think in that moment, I'll have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Baby's healthy. Boom. We're both going for
So
something.
You
you'll
know
today.
you can't take a selfie of that.
What?
You know,
He will have the vasectomy the same day. He will go home, and then
Yeah.
as your wife is recovering after having a baby, you'll be like, no, honey.
oh yeah, honey.
Yeah, we're
this
we're
really
both in
hurt.
pain.
Yeah, both-
Exactly. We did this together.
Yeah.
We both went through something. And then I'll post something on Instagram. The first one would be like, it'll be like me like getting my vasectomy.
Do you
and then
know-
you swipe for a while and oh yeah, we also had a baby.
You also can't do this
Why?
because you won't be able to pick up your child then for days, and your wife will need help with this, and you can't pick up
but
anything
it'll be the
heavy.
second baby, so maybe he won't be interested anyway. Let's go to Cass.
It's just-
Been there, done that.
Can't the first baby really just take care of the second baby
Yeah.
at that
I
point?
think
It'll
that's
be
how
a
it
few
works,
years
yeah,
old.
yeah.
It'll
All
be
right, we've
fine.
got a lot of years
Circle
to figure
of
this
life,
out.
baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
We're coming into wedding season. Are you guys going to weddings this year?
Do I have a wedding?
think
No, I don't think
so.
so.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have 3, 4
Oh,
boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a 1 in 5 chance.
friends.
There's a 1 in 5 chance the bride or groom will at least think about wasting everyone's time.
Oh.
Someone polled 2,000 people who got married in the past 3 years, and 20% admit they got cold feet. That's how many thought about calling the whole thing off last minute. Yeah. Of all of those people, they did ultimately get married and
Yeah.
hopefully don't regret it. But there are plenty of things we do regret about our wedding. And I have the most common regrets couples said they have. Okay?
Yeah.
Here they are. Scheduling. Everything felt too rushed.
Really, eh?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. And I think the problem with that is we were so concerned about not having people have too much downtime or trying to figure out what to do with their time that we sacrificed like our pictures and
Yeah.
time
I
in
thought you meant
between.
scheduling leading up to the wedding, like scheduling everything. But you're saying day
I think
of.
the day of everything
Day
felt
of,
too
right.
rushed, and
Yeah.
it definitely did. The guest list, aka you invited too many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's so hard to get around, though.
Yeah.
Especially if like your parents have people that they absolutely demand are at the wedding, and
Yeah.
which we didn't have to deal with, but it's still like
People
that's
do
tough.
though,
Yeah,
for sure.
sure.
The
You had a good amount. Like
yeah,
you
we
were
were like
last
100,
wedding. was that-
130, 125,
Oh, okay.
something like that.
Didn't feel like that
It
many.
didn't.
Yeah, it was good.
Really
It felt
didn't.
it felt like
Intimate.
that's a good size for
Yeah.
me. I like that. That,
Yeah.
was, that was good. But I have friends that are having like 300-400 person
Oh,
weddings,
it's too
and they
big.
don't even know the people.
Yeah.
It's all like their parents' friends and stuff, or like a third cousin that they've literally
Now,
never met.
Your friends aren't mainly in town. Is this a cash grab for them, honestly?
No,
to invite
it's-
that many
it's-
people?
It's the family
it's
demanding
the
it,
family,
right?
but the parents
Oh.
are paying for the wedding. So the way that they see it is, it's their wedding too.
Oh.
Also,
Right.
imagine being
It's a
invited
cultural
to
thing.
somebody's wedding that you don't know that
Yeah.
well.
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay, the vendors, like maybe the photographer sucked
Yeah.
or something like that. The total cost of everything. The weather, maybe like a Florida beach wedding during
Oh my God.
hurricane season.
How
was
hot
it?
was my wedding? By the way?
Yeah.
You guys remember
Yeah,
that?
it was warm.
I
And
was
you guys
dying.
were, at least
Yes.
we had shade after, but you guys had to
Yeah.
do pictures and you're doing your
It was like a Love is
mingling
Blind
and-
wedding. They're always sweating so
Yeah,
much.
they are. Sweating,
Yeah,
yeah.
leaking.
The way you looked, I will say my
Oh.
hair started falling out during pictures right after the
No.
ceremony. Yeah, I was so upset because that's something you don't have to worry about, right?
Did
And
you
I
have
kept having to
extensions
repin
in?
it. I did, yeah, because I had my hair sort of pinned back at the base of my neck, and I
Right.
didn't want it to look like. What did they say? What's that meme where it's like I want to pull off a low ponytail, but I end up looking like
A founding father.
I didn't want to look like that on my wedding day. The location.
Yeah.
Say you just didn't love the venue, you regret making it a destination wedding, whatever the
Right.
case. The planning. You feel like you didn't plan enough, or you wish you'd splurged on a wedding planner instead of doing it yourself. And finally, 13% of couples in the survey said their biggest wedding regret was something else that wasn't on the list.
Okay.
Ours was not having a videographer the entire time. That's
Yeah,
the
but
biggest regret
I know what
have.
you're saying, and
Yeah.
I agree somewhat. But then
Yeah.
I go, I don't look at the pictures we took.
Yeah.
I don't look back at any of that stuff.
No,
No, but wouldn't it just be nice to have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get, but for what?
Yeah, to every now and then to reminisce.
Yeah,
you know?
we watch our wedding video maybe like once a year, so like around our anniversary. Yeah, but we
that's
still
nice.
watch it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we have it.
How long is your wedding video?
There are two versions of it. There's the one that's like
The director's cut?
yeah, basically. There's one that's like 35 minutes long, and then there's another thing that was sort of cut together in maybe 6 or 7 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And it's very cool.
And so do you watch the short one or
best
the
of-
long one usually?
Usually the short one.
Okay.
Do I have
Okay.
hair?
No, you didn't do that. No.
I did not have hair? No, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure. Hey,
Yeah.
it wasn't that long ago.
I have to tell you, all of our weddings I rather enjoyed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we all four of us had very different locations, and I loved all four of our
Yeah.
locations.
Yes,
that's true.
yeah, they were all really different. You're right.
I
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
love. I love like every type of wedding. I love weddings. It's so fun.
Yeah.
So much love. Oh, Jenny, no.
Okay, Brady.
I've been to some duds.
Have you?
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think the couple thought it was a dud?
No.
Well, I kept yelling, dud!
Yeah.
When is this over?
Yeah.
Lame.
I'll be in the car.
Where are the comment cards? I have a lot to say.
Another speech?
Oh, no, your dad drones on all the time. Oh, yeah, I was at one. I can say this because my cousins don't listen to the show, I don't think.
Well, they don't anymore.
Well, no, yeah, exactly.
So this is my uncle. Oh, my God. He talked for what was close to an hour.
That's
No.
too much.
Oh, my God.
That's
just
too
kept
much.
Talking and talking and didn't have the room.
Was he funny at all?
No.
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 Okay.
Was it prepared? Did he have it scripted,
Oh, yeah.
or he was just
Oh, yeah,
rambling?
no.
Oh,
He had
man.
stuff written down, but then I think he would
He-
sidetrack.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's
Right.
tough.
And you can't say anything.
No.
Nobody
Of
can
course.
say anything. And I'm just
Oh, I'd be going for really long
So
bathroom
he
breaks.
was the father of the bride?
father of the
Okay,
bride. Yeah.
so
My
yeah.
uncle. And he's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
I
no one's
love
going
him.
to tell him
but
to not talk, but oh, God, that's a
Oh
lot.
yeah, I've told you guys this story before. I hosted a wedding. It was a friend of mine's wedding, and the wife, she had 3 sisters, and they all did a speech together, and they sang a song.
Oh.
But then the song ended, and then another song started, and then they sang another song. 3 songs.
Oh, that's bad.
my
Full-length
God.
songs, and it was like songs from their childhood or something. It was like Spice Girls or whatever, but it was so long. One was like a 5-minute Disney
like
song.
the actual songs, or they changed the lyrics?
No, the actual songs.
Oh.
Nobody wants to
I
see that.
know, and they're not good singers.
Were
It was
they-
karaoke basically.
Okay, so there was music playing that they were singing along to, right?
Yeah, but like it
Okay.
was just.
That's not
and then imagine like the song ends, everybody claps, singing, "Hey, finally, thank God, we made it through that." And then another song starts. Oh,
Brutal.
Talk about an inappropriate time to feel that way. It was my grandma's funeral, and she requested these hymns, right, at her funeral.
Yeah.
And she had like maybe call it 4 or 5 of them throughout the entire ceremony or whatever what do you call it? Funeral?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And there was one that had to have been like 7 minutes long.
Oh.
That even my mom, her mother's funeral, and we think it's ending, and then they keep singing, and we just looked at each other. We're like, for the love of God.
But like something like that, didn't your mom approve like the list
It was
of everything?
my grandma's wish, right? So
Yeah.
we had to. She had
But
specific
she's gone.
hymns.
Like,
You
just-
probably
is
also
there an
don't
edited
think that it's
version?
going to be 7 minutes.
No,
you
and
know?
I swear even Grams from above is going, wrap it up. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, it's true though. But like the one you're talking about, Brady,
Yeah.
like the bride approved this.
I don't think she
happening?
knew.
No,
I don't think she knew. I think it was just the sisters that like we didn't. Me and the DJ didn't even really know.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It was bad.
This
It
is a
was like
matter of the
right
people
before
that are
sort
in the
of thing.
bridal party making all the decisions kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
I guess you don't know because like Brady asked us to host
Yeah.
his wedding.
Yeah.
You didn't know what we were going to say.
No.
So the 3 of us could have done some improv up
Oh,
there and
yeah.
been up there for 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I
you
gave you
wouldn't have
guys
known.
very specific instructions. I had a timeline, like
Yeah.
it was laminated. It was you guys knew you had like 2 minutes, and all my speeches, I said you got 5 minutes max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people
everybody-
followed the rules.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good. I have a question though. Were these singers? Were they good?
No.
They were like
No,
how
it was-
bad
they
were
were
we
just normal
talking?
people. They couldn't sing.
Oh my God.
That's not good.
And there was
I
3
mean-
of them, and there was so much confidence. It
I
was
was just gonna say, good for them for the confidence, but my God.
Yeah, well.
But
Oh.
don't you, when you do that, don't you look out in the room and see the people's reactions?
You think
Like,
after the second song they'd be like, "All right, that was what, probably adequate."
People are doing shots.
Yeah, exactly.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.